Hello, and welcome to Business Focus, produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. My name is Angela Inzerillo with Impact Business Solutions, and I'm privileged to be your host as we highlight the great work our local businesses are doing. Welcome to August, and we have got three powerful women for one fabulous show today. First up, Ms. Carrie Willmon, the Marketing Communications Manager over at the Chamber, here today to talk about how they're uniting business and health at their September Wellness Mixer. Next up, the lovely Miss Liz Bloomfield, the Executive Director over at Ripple Effect Images, sharing about their visual storytelling and the impact around the world. So excited to speak further. And finally, we will meet the lovely Shannon Dijon with Fogo de Chão, sharing all about their fabulous new location in Reston. Let's go meet them. So for my first guest, please welcome the lovely Carrie Willmon, the Marketing and Communications Manager for the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce, here today to talk about our upcoming September Wellness Network Night. Ms. Carrie, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is exciting.
It is very, very exciting to finally get you on the show, my friend.
I know. I'm so excited. I am fangirling over here a little bit.
Oh, thank you. Very good. I appreciate that. Well, listen, we got a lot to talk about for the September Wellness Mixer, Net Night, Network Night, whatever you want to call it. But essentially, our annual mixer, you're so engaged and so involved. But before we get to that, you know, you wear 1,000 hats at the Chamber. But essentially, tell us a little bit about what you do over at the Reston Chamber.
Yeah. So like you said, 1,000 hats, that sounds about right. So of course, marketing communications manager, pretty much I handle all things marketing efforts for the Chamber, with the help of my communications committee, of course, that I and the staff liaison for, as well as our community engagement council. So I manage those two. And then I also work really closely with our director of events and programs, Miss Alicia Field, who's been on the program before. But yeah, she and I are a pretty tight team when it comes to the events. So I do assist her with those. And some other events that I manage, like ribbon cutting ceremonies and grand openings for our members. Yep. And I also manage our monthly network nights.
Very good. Well, I know we've got those planned through the rest of the year, probably next year. They're very, very popular, our monthly networking mixer. So let's talk a little bit about the September one coming up. What is the theme this year? We've kind of been revamping it each year, right? It's been progressing. People love it. An opportunity to network, opportunity to bring, you know, our wellness partners in. But what is this year's theme?
So this theme, which it's really been the theme the entire time, but I think to put it out there in kind of big letters, big lights, it's uniting business and health. We're in this era where the boundaries between work and personal life have become a little bit more fluid.
Much so, yeah.
So our focus is really highlighting the synergy between professional success and personal well-being. And so, as I like to say, a healthy workforce is a thriving workforce, right?
I like that. It's true, though. It's very true. As we say, right? People are healthier, they're happier, and they thrive at work and at home. So I think that's a big piece of it.
Exactly. And all cheesiness aside, really with this event, our goal is to nurture that culture of health and wellness within the business community.
Yeah. So again, we have a mixer every month, a networking mixer, but September Wellness Net Night is particularly unique for the participants. So you have the attendees, we have our sponsors, and we have our exhibitors. So what makes it beneficial for each of those?
Right. So again, yeah, like you said, it's a very unique net night. This one, it's not just networking. It's really an immersive experience where attendees can engage with exhibitors from diverse sectors of health and wellness, from physical and mental health to nutrition, financial well-being, and even some kind of subcategories within those. So this event really really does facilitate those connections while also promoting a healthier and more balanced lifestyle, if you will.
Yeah. So if you're, whether you're attending, like I said, or a sponsor or an exhibitor, what type of benefits would you have for each of those areas?
Sure. Well, of course, for attendees, we want as many people to come out as possible, just like for any event, but especially this one. This event, to me, I look at it as like a treasure trove of knowledge and inspiration. I think the last couple of years when we've had this event, there's always been a very innovative or unique kind of exhibitor. Like, for example, this is a member of the chamber, but they use electronic muscle stimulation, like a vest device thing that you put on and you work out, and it's supposed to cut your workout time in half, but really still working your muscles. So to me, that's just so interesting to me, and
so innovative. Yeah,
exactly. And so another exhibitors along that same line, I think it's really just a great chance to explore a wide spectrum of these health and wellness solutions all in one place. So imagine learning directly from those in the field, engaging in those conversations, and also discovering those resources that can truly elevate your life personally and professionally.
And I think you said it as the gamut. So you've got your health and wellness, you got your physical, right? Nutritional, the financial wellness. So it's really the whole gambit.
It is. It really is. It's a well-rounded event, especially covering such a wide industry.
Yeah. And that's why our sponsors love it. So I think we've got several sponsors. We've got some exhibitors. I think we've got like some space available potentially.
We do. So I do want to give a shout out to our sponsors. First and foremost, the YMCA of Fairfax County Reston has been such a gracious host and sponsor for this event for as long as I can remember. We love partnering with them every year. They've been just phenomenal in this ongoing event. But I also want to recognize Reston Community Center, Inova Fairfax Hospital, and Hunters Woods at Trails Edge. They are our Health and Wellness Council series sponsors. Nice. So they are also involved in this event as well. But being a part of this event is more than just exposure, right? It's a way for them to show their commitment to the community's well-being while also positioning themselves as leaders in this vital space. So really, this is just an invaluable opportunity for their own growth.
Oh, 100%. And then exhibitors, we got some space available. I guess checking the website so we can see by the time this airs.
Yes.
Available. Yeah.
Yeah. So exhibitor tables are running out quickly. We still have some space left, but our exhibitors, though, they deserve the spotlight at this event, obviously, because they're at the heart of it.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are interacting directly with our attendees. And, these are attendees that are genuinely interested in what they have to offer, whether it is for personal or professional reasons. So it's a great platform to showcase your brand. If this is something of interest to you, you never know who's going to walk through that door and say, I'm looking for X product or service, and you're there. So again, just a perfect opportunity for you.
And a learning experience. You said that you're looking for something specific and that person will be there. And when you're not looking for something, but maybe you have an ache or pain, and then there's this unique, opportunity for, a new trending fix, if you will.
Absolutely.
To meet them and then to experience it. You said it's immersive. So most of these exhibitors, in addition to like the little gifts that they give out and games that they play, there's also ways to experience their services right there. I know the EMS studio that you're talking about, our friends at P20, they usually bring the vest and you can actually feel it. Beamer, I think, is going to be there. They usually bring the mat. You actually get to feel, better in just like 8 minutes. You just
So,
in addition, of course, to why some of us attend with the wine and good food. So there's that as well.
That's a given, but no, it really is. It's so much fun to be able to try out these, like we said, innovative, but also alternative ways for healing and wellness and your level of physical activity. And it really just makes this event all better and way more interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be so much fun. So yeah, let's scroll up where people can find out some more information. Is it just go to restonchamber.org?
restonchamber.org, head over to our events calendar, scroll down just a little bit until you hit the September events, and you'll see September Wellness Network Night. all the information is there. Exhibitor information is there. But of course, my contact information, if you have any questions, anything about this event, reach out to me, call the office, email me. It's right here, Carrie P at restonchamber.org, and my name here on the Zoom. And like I said, we have just a limited availability for exhibitors, but come on out.
Well,
and reach out if you have questions.
I'm excited to have you on the show. So thank you.
Thank you.
Be your first or last. Well, it was your first, but I won't be your last.
Won't be my last. I know.
Always great to see you. Thank you for all you do at the chamber and for our members.
Thank you, Angela.
You are wonderful. And I look forward to seeing you at the mixer, but of course I will see you prior to that, I'm sure.
All right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, Angela.
So for my next guest, please welcome the lovely Liz Bloomfield, Executive Director of Ripple Effect Images. Liz, welcome to the show.
Hi, Angela. It's great to be here. How are you?
I'm very well. It's so good to see you. And I can kind of see your Reston background there. Your offices are in what, Reston West, you said?
Yes, Town Centre West.
Very, very nice. Well, thank you. I'm so excited for you to be here and share your story with the community and hopefully get some more people engaged and involved in what you guys do. But anyway, to share a little background before we get into everything that you do at Ripple, share a little bit of background of how you got to these guys, because it's an amazing story. So.
For sure. Yeah, I started my career in the British military and was really fortunate to work with some incredible people during that time. I deployed to Iraq in 2003 and worked with the local community in southern Iraq on re-establishing the rail infrastructure. And that was a truly rewarding experience working with the local Iraqi civilians.
Oh my gosh.
Who touched me and you know, it stayed with me through the rest of my career. After I left the military, I worked in the police in a support role for a little while. And then I worked in the corporate sector on renewable energy projects. Again, causes that really mattered to me.
Yeah.
When I relocated to the US, it was a great opportunity to go back to some of the work that I'd done while I was in Iraq and I made the transition to the humanitarian sector. I was working initially on the protection of civilians trapped in conflict situations. And then I was focused more on disaster response, people who were recovering following an earthquake, a typhoon, a hurricane, people with incredible resilience, but just needed some support in order to be able to rebuild their communities. And this thread that ran all the way through these different roles was really engaging with local communities, really lifting up and supporting people who know what they need. They just need the support to be able to do that. And that was something that really drew me to Ripple, because Ripple Effect Images uses visual storytelling, so film and photography, to shine a light on solutions that are working, with a particular focus on women who are implementing solutions, programs that are really making a difference. And so when the opportunity came up to focus my attention on shining a light on these solutions, I was in.
It sounds like you're perfect for that role.
Yeah. And I think bringing together those different elements of engaging and supporting local communities. Secondly, with a real focus on solutions. So much of our news, our feeds is dominated by problems, challenges, victims. But the reality is there's a lot out there that's working. So that element of being able to focus on solutions was really attractive to me. And then the third element being storytelling. You know, it's so important that we tell stories that not only shine a light on the realities out there, the people that are really making a difference, but that also empower those people, stories that show these incredible leaders for who they really are, which is change makers, transforming the lives of their families their communities, and their countries. And so all of the pieces to me came together, and Ripple Effect Images is really trying to make a difference in that space.
Well, you absolutely are. And having you at the helm, I mean, just understanding more about what you're doing for these folks all around the world is amazing. So let's share a little bit more about the mission of the organization. And then we're going to talk a little bit more about like the programming, because I want people to really understand who you serve and how you serve them.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ripple multiplies the impact of proven solutions empowering women by shining a light on solutions.
Yeah.
And so we send our incredible team of photographers, filmmakers, animators, writers. We have so many different creative people, truly talented creatives within our team, many of them from a National Geographic background, other prominent publications. These people know storytelling, and they are deeply committed to the cause. So we send our incredible teams to these projects that we've identified. They are there usually for a week, 2 weeks. They follow these communities. They build relationships with the communities. They get their trust.
Yeah.
They tell the story in a way that really emphasizes why these programs are making a difference, the lives that they're transforming, the difference that they're making. And as a result of making these films, these organizations, these grassroots level, small organizations are able to attract the resources and the attention in order to be able to take their programs to scale. So often we're working with these small organizations when they're right at the tipping point. They have shown that they have something that works, so they're proven. They now just need to attract the resources in order to be able to replicate, to expand, to invest in the program so that they can have even greater impact. And so over the last 13 years, we've supported almost 50 organizations. We have an archive of more than 50 films, more than 50,000 still photographs. And, you know, we've helped those organizations with their fundraising. And we've also helped them with their advocacy goals, perhaps where they're seeking to influence policymakers. Then the storytelling is a really important component of that.
And it's so powerful.
Yeah, and
these organizations.
We really believe that it's possible to both educate and entertain. Those two things can coexist, and beautiful films are a really key element of doing that. And so that's what we're really committed to. And we've been really widely recognized by film festivals for the films that we've created. One of our films was shown as part of the education program at the Telluride Film Festival last year, which is a very high profile film festival. And what that opportunity gave us was the ability to reach people that weren't necessarily paying attention to the issues. So our films highlight programs in the area of healthcare, education, economic empowerment, climate change, water and sanitation, food security. And sometimes people, whilst it's not that they are not compassionate about these issues, they're not really high on their radar.
Absolutely.
If you can reach someone with a film who wasn't necessarily alert to some of these issues, then you have an opportunity to engage them, to mobilize them in support of the various different initiatives. And that's where we see there being real opportunity with film.
Well, I'm so excited for you to be a part of the chamber and for you to be here today to share the story. So for those watching, how can we be engaged? Yes, we can watch the films and we can understand more, but is there some engagement level that we can help the organization?
Absolutely. I mean, first, I'd love to just transport you to Chad, where we made a film a couple of years ago for an incredible woman called Hindu Umar Ibrahim, who is bringing together her indigenous knowledge with modern technology to shine a light on water scarcity issues, mapping water sources. Now, this is just one example of how a film can really enable someone to step onto the big stages. And we'll be going to Kenya later this year to create a new series of films. And we'd love to invite the community to be partners with us in that journey. And by helping to invest in this project, we'd love to give back. We'd love to give talks about how we make our films. We'd love to introduce you to some of the filmmakers. We'd love to make connections with some of these incredible change makers. So if you'd like to be part of that journey, we're just kicking off now, and you can get in touch via our website, which is rippleeffectimages.org, rippleeffectimages.org. And you can get in contact with me and my team there. And we'd love you to come on that journey with us, so that although you're here in Reston, you can come with us to Kenya and be part of that process.
That big impact. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, we'll scroll the website up there. People get in touch with Liz and understand more about what Ripple does. I'm so glad that you were here today and we got to meet, Liz. So thank you.
Same. Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.
So for my next guest, please welcome the lovely Shannon Dijon, the group sales manager with Fogo de Chão, Tyson's and Reston. Shannon, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited. You guys have been members, like, what is it, going on a year already?
I think we're a little over 2 years, because we joined right when we were going under construction. So
yeah, smart move. I like it. Well, I'm so excited for everyone to, if they don't already know who you guys are, this is going to be great. But if you don't know Fogo de Chão, you live under a rock. But I'm excited for you to meet the lovely Shannon and hear about their story and what you guys are up to. So first of all, yeah, I love to hear your background. So how did you get to these? Like, how long have you been with them and how did you get there?
Sure. So I've been in the events industry in the area since 2010.
Okay. Bunch of time. Yep.
Yeah, some time. And I've actually been with Fogo for 7 years now. So that kind of evolved. I started in the DC location, then Tyson's opened, and then I had 2 stores. So I had the Tyson's in the Jacksonville location, and then the Tyson's in Bethesda location, and now our newest location, Reston, and Tyson's as well.
Yeah, how many are there total? I don't even know. 20 something?
Globally 60. We're just we're expanding very quickly.
So much. Well, there's so many in this area. So yeah, for those of you that may not know the Fogo de Chão story, can you share a little bit about the background of the organization?
Yes, absolutely. So the correct pronunciation, I know everybody likes to say Fogo de Chão, and sometimes when I return phone calls, like, hi, this is Shannon Dijon returning your phone call from Fogo de Chão. From where? I'm like, Fogo de Chão. Oh, yes.
Yes.
The correct pronunciation is Fogo de Chão, and that is Portuguese for fire in the ground.
Ah, perfecto. Okay, great.
So we are an authentic Southern Brazil steakhouse. In 1979, Fogo began sharing the Gaúcha way of preparing meat in Porto Alegre, Brazil. And so today we have over 60 locations globally, and our Gaúcha chefs are still expertly grilling each cut of the 16 pieces of meat, the 16 cuts of fire roasted meat. And they offer that tableside continuously along with our gourmet salad bar, authentic Brazilian side dishes, and we have an award-winning wine list.
It's amazing. And I love it. They've got the, if you haven't heard of the circle, right? The green, yes. The red. Mine's usually on green, but it's just like that, you know, that filet comes by. I was like, yep, I need some more of that.
Yes, we will come right at you with when the green is medallion is flipped.
Oh, the service is impeccable. So yeah, you guys are wonderful. And I like to ask about people, their services and like who they designed for, but I feel like with Fogo, it's more an experience, right? So share more about these experiences that you do, because it's not just for folks like me coming in, but a lot for corporate, and you can accommodate the business world too. So share more about the experiences that you guys offer.
And so the beautiful thing about Fogo is for everyone. People initially think of us and they think of lots of meat, right? But I tell everybody we're actually a vegan, a vegetarian's dream, because our market table is filled with seasonal fruits and vegetables. We do a wonderful cauliflower steak, and we have so many different options. For our vegetarian and vegan friends too. So we offer the traditional experience, like I said, with the 16 cuts of fire roasted meat. We also do reception style events.
Okay.
And then Reston is special because our second floor has the next level lounge, where guests can enjoy an elevated experience. So we have fine scotches and bourbons, as well as indulgent cuts. So we feature Wagyu steaks and tomahawk steaks and seafood towers, just to name a few there. We also have great private event space. So we have one side of our event space that can hold 40 people, and together both sides can hold up to 85 people. So we do a lot of corporate events, weddings, birthdays, pharmaceutical events, you name it, and we are able to host. And if you're not able to come to us, we offer offsite catering as well.
Yeah, you've done some great events for the chamber too, for some of our networking nights. You bring the food to us, and they're wonderful, especially those little breads with the cheese. Oh, my Lord.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely dangerous. Do you have to rent the upstairs, or can anyone go up there for the next level lounge?
So anyone can go up there. We do sometimes do it exclusively for certain groups, but typically it is open. So after you enjoy your full experience downstairs, you're more than welcome to come upstairs, and maybe you get a dessert and a scotch or something. So it's kind of just a different experience all in the same building.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, I'm a little too familiar with it, but they have an all-day happy hour, which is lovely. So you've got some great wines, like you said, right? South American wines that are really well priced, and some bites. So is that another opportunity for people? They could sit outside too in Reston, or by the bar. There's a great bar downstairs.
We have a great bar. We have 2 little outdoor spaces for the patio. So if it's a nice day, grab a caipirinha from the bar. You can go sit outside. Have some Brazilian empanadas, and got yourself a nice little day.
Yeah, they got a great, no, it's true. The appetizers are up, and the small bites are amazing. And then some, so you don't have to, I mean, I love the Phil experience. It's great. It's a lot of food, but you don't have to go there and think that you're going to be spending a lot of money and eating a lot of food. Really, there's kind of, I feel like, a great variation of opportunity to just stop in and have a drink, or an after dinner drink, or.
Yeah. And we also have a fantastic picanha burger off of our bar menu. So if you're not ready to go all in with the meats, just swing by, have a picanha burger and a caipirinha.
And those little fries, what are they? They're not.
Oh, our so we do have fries, and we also have
yes, it's like a
sorry, this is escaping me. Our polenta fries.
Yeah, polenta. There you go. Yeah. Way yummy. Sorry. So you said you joined it. I always digress. Come on, good food, good wine. This is a great conversation. So you said you joined the chamber a little bit earlier. So what is the main reason that you joined the chamber, and what's so great about being a member of the Reston Chamber? I'm a little biased, but I like to ask.
Sure. Well, I don't think you need to be, because in my 7 years of being with FOGO, I've been a member of several chambers, and I do feel that the Reston Chamber really stands out from the rest. We've been members for over 2 years, and just the level of engagement and opportunities for networking. We've had the pleasure of hosting events for you all for the mixer, board member meetings, and it's a really great way to get the active members of the community in to showcase what we really do.
Yeah, thank you for that. You've been fabulous sponsors of our morning board meetings, and you've had net nights, and you've sponsored our EP events, YPs, young professionals, emerging professionals, whatever they call these days. So it is a great opportunity to showcase what you guys do, but then also for the community and our members to come in and experience the fabulous Fogo de Chão. All right, so how do people get in touch with you, Miss Shannon? We'll scroll it up on the screen, but why don't you just tell us?
Yeah, sure. So you can call me, email me, or you can visit fogo.com and see all of our different ways to experience FOGO.
Yeah, great. So if you're having a group experience, go talk with Shannon, a private event, check them out for that. How do you say that drink? Cipriani?
Which one? The caipirinha?
Caipirinha. Go have a caipirinha. Yes. Call me, I'll come with you. All right, Miss Shannon. It was great having you on the show today. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes, likewise. Thank you.